Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to High Vibrational Kings. This is a channel for people that want to better themselves in life. Shout out to anybody holding on to their energy, breaking bad addictions, and trying to become a better version of themselves. In this video, guys, I want to talk about why you should be low-key. There's a quote that says, real G's move in silence. And that's facts, man. So let's talk about it. Guys, when you go on retention, when you start improving your life, you don't need validation from external sources, right? I mentioned before in my videos that before retention, I was like always on social media and things like that. But as soon as I discovered SR, guys, it felt like I didn't need validation from anybody. Like I felt like when you're retaining, guys, you feel like you're validated by God every single day. You feel abundant in your energy. You don't need anybody's approval. You don't need to be on social media looking for likes and clout and all this bullshit, guys. Like it's not, it's just everything changes on retention, guys. Like you don't need to be on these apps. Like as soon as I started retaining, guys, that's how it went for me. Like I stopped caring about like posting things, or I stopped caring about seeing what other people were doing, right? Because when you're always watching what other people are doing, it means that you're lacking from within. You're not living your own life, right? And I know that, I'm on YouTube right now, obviously. So he's like, what do you mean move in silence if you're out here making videos? Like, there's a big difference between YouTube videos versus social media apps like Instagram and Facebook. When it comes to YouTube, I'm just sharing like, gems. I'm sharing knowledge, guys. And, it's different because I'm just sharing like videos and things like on topics, right? I'm not sharing any personal things like people that know me like personally or what I'm doing in my life. So when it comes to like social media, guys, it's kind of different from things like YouTube. But guys, like Instagram and all that stuff is just whack. You come to realize that it's just like a bunch of distorted energy, just a bunch of like low vibrational like people on there. Just I don't know, man. It's just like it's stupid, man. It like literally dumbs you down, right? Social media, it just your mind is trying to like grasp all this like information from different people that you don't even hang out with in person, right? So that right there, it just literally makes no sense. Like, why are you having all these people? Why are you following all these people and just like taking up space in your mind, right? Guys, your brain is like a sponge. The more things that you watch, the more cluttered it's gonna be. That's basically it, guys. Like when you're always watching just random things like on social media or just following a bunch of people, your mind gets cluttered, right? Your mind doesn't even know what to grasp, right? You're just scrolling, you just see one video, see another. It's kind of like the hub, but not sexualized. It's just like it's just basically like little hits of dopamine. Okay. Um, but also, guys, like I've noticed that like when you start improving your life and you're on like these apps, guys, people will just kind of throw you off, right? It just feels like people will just watch you, right? They don't interact, they don't like any of your posts, they don't comment anything. They're just like this, they're just watching you and shit. And it's like really like kind of creepy. Like it's kind of weird. I get like weird vibes now. Like when I use like social media and I just see like all these people like watching without like saying anything. Feels like a bunch of like agents, guys, are just envious people, man. Like I just feel it, man. Like um right, like it's just like I don't know, man. It's just like there's a lot of envy out there, guys, pretty much. Like in today's age, a lot of people are filled with like darkness, They don't have the knowledge that, they don't want to change, right? They're stuck in darkness. They're stuck in lust, they're stuck in addictions, in habits. Guys, they don't want to improve their life. So when they see somebody like filled with like good energy and just like elevating, guys, they become envious, right? And when you're on retention, you could read energy very good, Like you become very in tune. You have the power of discernment, right? You could tell how like some if like somebody doesn't like you. Um through even through these like apps, guys, like energy could be felt through your phone, guys. So you could tell if somebody doesn't like you or not. So, guys, there'll be people like on your followers, right? They'd be following you and maybe like a lot of them don't even like you. They just want to see what you're doing, right? They just want to lurk. They just want to be watching you without like actually like talking to you or anything like that, guys. So the reason why I say that you need to be low key is just for the better, man. It's just for your overall like future, right? You don't need to be like I said, like you don't need to be telling people what you're about to do. You don't need to explain anything to anybody, guys. Like you don't need to be so open about like your personal life, guys. You know, I come on here and make videos and things like that, but you guys like I only share what I want to share, right? It may seem that I'm pretty like extroverted sometimes, like I'm sharing like all these things that I've experienced, guys, but probably guys you only know like 5% of me, right? The 95% is just like only me and God knows that person, right? But it's very important, guys, to just be low key, right? Um, so when it comes to like social media, guys, you don't even need to be on it, or if you are, just like use it more like smarter, right? Um, just realize that not everybody's your friend. It's actually the opposite, guys. Like there's nothing social or friendly about social media, guys. Things like Instagram and Facebook. It's just a bunch of weirdos, bunch of monitoring spirits just watching you, just watching your moves, right? So share what you want to share, guys. Don't be sharing like personal informations like, oh, this is what I'm about to go do, or telling people like your goals or your plans and things like that. Um, if you want to still use like social media, just like move in silence. Move more with discernment, right? Don't just be out here just like telling people like, you know what I'm saying, guys. It's weird. Like, so I ended up for my Facebook, guys. I stopped using it a while ago. So I ended up like basically unfollowing every single person on there. I could have deactivated the account, but I still wanted to keep the pictures. So I basically like unfollowed every single person, just like went like a ghost, guys. And then for my Instagram, guys, I had an Instagram account for like 10 years. Um, and then like last year, guys, like a 2022, I just felt like the need like to be more low key. Cause like I said, I used to share like everything, guys, like on social media. I used to share like a lot of things, in like my personal life. So I don't know. I just felt like something within me. Like as soon as discovered retention, I felt like I needed to be more low key, right? I felt like people were just like watching me and they were like envious, right? So for that account, I just felt well, for that account, guys, I just like unfollowed every single person or removed all my followers, like because I still wanted to keep the pictures and videos and things like that. Because I had a different account, and even that account, like I had like 20 posts, um, and I wasn't even as active on there because that's when I discovered the retention, guys. So I made a new account at that time because I felt like I wanted to be like more low key. But even then, guys, I come to the point in my life where I'm just like I feel like way better just like being in the comfort of my own like privacy in a way, or just like not even like telling people or sharing things with people because a lot of them are just like they don't even care about you, you know. I can honestly say this, guys. I feel this within that I could tell you guys. I feel like you guys are more real and authentic than the people that are on like social media that were following me and like watching my stories and things like that. I feel like you guys are more authentic, right? Um, but when it comes to like people that like known you from the past, it's like weird, guys. Like it's like they're on a totally different vibration. At least this channel, guys. I'm sure there's agents always watching things like that, but there's nothing they could do really, guys. But there's a lot of positive people here as well. You know, people always showing love in the comments and always liking the videos and just, you know, I could tell that a lot of people on here are authentic, right? Versus, you know, social media people that I've like known in the past, it just feels like there's no love. It's all fake. It's all just it's not real, guys. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, that there's a big difference between like YouTube and like social media. Like I'm not coming on YouTube and telling you guys exactly what I like my moves and things like that. Like I'm still moving in silence even though I make videos, guys. I still have a private life. You know, you only know like 5% of me, of just what I want to share, but you know, it's very important, guys, like in general in your life to not be telling people like everything, you know? Don't be telling people don't trust anybody, you know, trust nobody, guys. That's basically it, you know. Like be very cautious, especially like when it comes to like coworkers and things like that. You don't need to be telling them things about your like personal life. And especially like what I come to realize is that it's kind of like you shouldn't be having them on your social media, right? You shouldn't involve your work life with your personal life. Because guys, I had like this one friend or this coworker that like followed me on Instagram, and then I don't know how to explain it, guys. Like I just felt like he was just like watching me, and then just like I don't know, guys. It's just like this happened before, like in different occasions where I've had coworkers like on my social media, and all of a sudden like it just throws off the energy. It just you should not have a link between like your work versus like your personal life, right? It's especially like if it's like with females and things like that, like that's just like a big mistake, man. You know. That's what I come to realize, guys, is just that it's better to like move in silence. You know, if you use social media, if you use like Instagram or something, guys, like what I recommend is just like archive your posts. You know, like if you want to post something, post it, and then like after like a while, just like archive it. Like you could still have the pictures and the videos, but you know, if somebody goes on your page, they don't. There's literally nothing that they could like look for, or you know, you gotta think this way. You know, like you never know who's out there, like who's just like watching you like in an envious way, or basically like I think they call it like gang stalking or something. They're just like watching you like, but they don't have like good intentions for you guys. And it's not about being like paranoid or anything like that. It's just knowing, like having discernment, guys, being very aware of how people operate nowadays, right? Like people don't have your best interests. They want to see you like lose, right? So don't be telling people like sharing like your downfalls with people on social media and say like, "Oh, this happened to me." Nah, move in silence, man. Like build in silence, right? Uh Work on your goals, like work on your problems in silence. There's literally, you know, like when it comes to Facebook, guys, that's what I noticed. Like Facebook is just like an open diary. It's just like, oh, this happened today, like all this drama, all this negativity. You're just basically putting out your problems out there and letting people know what you're going through, and things like that. And it's just like unnecessary. Like, why are you doing that, right? Real G's move in silence, man. Real G's are under the radar, right? The thing about retention is that you become very like powerful. So you get like unwanted attention, but at the same time, like I have like this power, but I don't even like want some of the attention that I be getting, like especially like with these people that I don't even care about. They don't even care about me. They're just literally like just watching with no good intentions, pretty much. But when it comes to YouTube, guys, I know people get like insights and things like that, but I'm mostly referring to like people in your personal life, guys. That you shouldn't be just telling people what you're about to do, tell them your goals, tell them your problems, right? Because guys, if you be telling your people your problems like online, they'll just be like watching like with popcorn, you know, just it's just like entertainment for them, guys. Like you got to move in silence, man. Like I've come to the point where, the one Instagram account that I have, I basically like archived all the pictures too. So I just basically now just share like a quick story of just something, right? But that's about it. I don't need to be out here freaking just like telling people what I'm about to do, or what my goals are, or things that I've gone through, right? I don't share any of that, guys. Like I move more with discernment. And when I was like unfollowing all those people on social media, I was just like, bro, what the heck is this? Like, why was I following all these people for? Like, my mind, my energy was on a total different vibration back then, man. It's crazy. Like, I see things so different now, man. I see like the value in privacy and being just chilling, man. Just having like a private life. Just like, I feel overall way happier, guys. Like, I don't need to be, like I said, I don't need to be validated by people that like have known me from the past. I've come to, like I'm in the point of my life, guys, where every single person that I've met in the past, I'm okay with never talking to them again, right? Because you know how like on social media, you kind of build up like followers over time, people that you've met in the past, and then they just kind of stay on the social media. Like even if you like met them once, and it's like, oh, what's your Instagram, and then they're just there. Like, why are you having them on there for? Like, if you're not hanging out with them in person, they're not anything like that, guys. Like, there's literally no point in having these strangers on here, like on your personal information for, right? And you don't know what people can like do. Like, like I said, man, like people are weird out here nowadays, man. Like social media is just toxic. It's just distorted energy, just low vibrational. Um, and as a person on retention, guys, on self improvement, your value goes up, right? So you become the moth, guys. You become the moth in the dark room. Um, wait, not hold on, I messed up. You don't become the moth. You become the light that attracts the moths, right? You are the light, and then all these people around you, they're like moths, just like kind of trying to get into your light and trying to like take your energy. And they don't even know it, guys. They don't even know what they're doing. Like they could just simply say something, or just try to get your attention, um or just weird things like that. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's just like a bunch of unnecessary attention that like you don't even need, guys. You've come to realize that like you love your own company on retention, man. You don't need to be like out here just like, yeah, look at me, like all this bullshit, guys. um like I said, man, like I just make videos to like inspire people, and just to like share like knowledge that I've learned. And this is one of the things that I learned, guys, is that uh silence is power. you know what's it called, being private, moving in silence, being low key, guys. That's powerful, man. Especially like as a man, like on your purpose, on your working on your goals, guys. You don't need to be out here with a freaking audience. Like your audience should be yourself and God, and doing what you have to do. Okay. Especially like when it's like people that know you like in your personal life, right? Like I could care less about all those people now, because they're not really your friends, right? You've known them in the past, and they follow you and they watch what you do, but they're not really your friends, guys. They don't have your best interest. Everybody is just on some weird shit, right? um so you're better off just staying off these apps, guys. Or if you're still trying to use it, like I said, move with discernment, archive your posts, just just be smarter out here, man. Don't be telling everybody what you're gonna do, what you're going through, and everything like that, guys. It's just people can just like try to like throw you off your purpose, or it's just kind of they're just a distraction, man. Right? So that's basically it, guys. I just want to talk about that. Holy shit, I'm already at 20 minutes, man. It be like that. I'm in that flow state energy, bro. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just wrap it up with that, guys. So yeah. So with that being said, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.